everyone, welcome to the video. Today is part 6 of playing the bots. Let's do it. We have played against Martin-BOT, Wayne-BOT, Fabian-BOT, Juan-BOT, and Philip-BOT, and now we're going to play against Elani-BOT. Martin, Wayne, and Fabian were all 250, that's the rating, and then Juan and Philip both for 100, as well as Elani-BOT. Elani always uses a straight face even when she loses a piece. Was it a blunder or a sneaky sacrifice? I'm actually a little bit nervous. So will it be blunder, or is it really a sneaky sacrifice? Okay. That won't work. Can't you read my mind? Let's play this. Because I played that move. Just take. There. Now, knight is normally more dim. That's kind of a bit of a well-known chess phrase. Because if the knight was here, it would have this square, 1. Well, not that square. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It has 8 possible squares. Although it can't capture some pieces, have 8 possible squares. But here only has 1, 2, 3, 4, half as many. So if you can, always keep your knights off the rim. So I'm actually going to play this move. Now, because it's a beginner bot, I can take the piece. Let's take this pawn. This will probably be a trade of pawns. Yep. Now if I play here, they have that, then I have that. There and there. That looks actually not bad. Let's put a little pressure over here if they castle kingside. They should be the knight back. Okay, that's a little bit actually more of a waste of a move. They lost the tempo, as they say in chess. That's kind of like a term in chess. They lost the tempo, like lost the move. Play d5. Oh, now I can take the bishop. Queen just moves back, so let's take the pawn. Let's go here, because if they go there, I can take. The rook will have a bit of a lane down there, but not too bad. It'll be. Let me look at this. If they play there, I would take. They have that, and then they can bring the queen there. Ooh, okay, so I have to watch out for that. Probably bring this pawn up to here and move the knight. Let's go here. A discovery, possibly. I have something. Oh no, I just, wait. There they, okay. This is kind of a interesting move. Now I did take. Now we can take. Oh, they didn't take. Okay, so I'll take. I fell for it. Well, I knew you were gonna take. So my plan here, kinda, I'll show you guys more in analysis. Was that I went knight b4, takes. I went knight b4, because it's kind of like a discovery almost. Well, it is actually a discovery on the rook. And if they would have taken, I could have won back the rook, take. And that actually would have been better for white, for them. They took out the pawn though, so I took the rook. They actually just went f3. One move here was either that or that. That was actually the best move. Because if they didn't play that, then I would just take my bishop, then I could have taken, and I'd be up a queen. Which I was kind of up a queen anyways. You know what happened in the game. Okay, now I have some checkmate threats. Let's actually play here. Okay, let's take that. Now, okay, they went there. That makes it a little more challenging checkmate. They went per se there. Out of that. And that'll be checkmate. Mild distraction. Get inside my head a little bit. Oh, now we have this. Now we have this, and if I can play that, it's super close to checkmate. Oh, they just... Oh no, I didn't play it brilliantly. Oh, I just lost my queen. I did not see that. I was so focused on checkmate. Okay, I'll just take still up. maybe be able to queen. Okay, now I'll be able to queen. Take, good move. Take. You have her plan. You only have a pawn left, but who knows what could happen? I could blunder. If it was a live game, my internet connection could go down, and then I wouldn't be able to win. Because on chess.com, if your internet connection goes down, it'll eventually auto-abort the game, which makes sense. Okay, now this should be checkmate. So that's the game, you guys. I'll see you in analysis. So Elani-BOT played knight c3, the Vanguard opening, as it is known. I then played e5, knight f3, played by Elani-BOT, and knight c6. This move was to protect this knight. Sorry, the knight going to here was to protect this pawn. Sorry, the knight couldn't take it. This knight. And in the game, I considered playing this move, but they could have taken the pawn. Well, I could maybe have a little bit of a lead in getting my pawn structure better and leaving my bishop out here. It still would have been worse in the end. So that's why I played e5 instead of e4. Or sorry, d4. D5. So they play knight f3, knight c6, knight e4. When I was in the game, knight's a little more dim. This knight only has 4 squares it can go to. Whereas if it was back here on this square, it would have 8 squares. Knight f6, b3, b5 to attack this knight. They played this move, and so I took the knight. That was the best move there. And we had c3. A captures b3, A captures b3, and bishop c5 played by me. Now I mentioned in the game how they could have played this. And I didn't actually look at this in the game, but I could have played takes and takes, and I would have to move my bishop somewhere. I could have moved it here. That would have been check. My opponent could have played that. Could have played a number of moves. Opponent could have played a number of moves, like bishop there, queen there, which is not the best move. Because I could just a queen for a bishop is a very good trade. Knight there, which is a pretty good move. You do lose a knight, but I also this was a move I kind of looked at in the game, a different variation. The variation being pawn here and bishop here, which actually would have not been as good because takes is bad. So I wouldn't want to take with the knight. So I'd be down 2 points. No, sorry, I'd be up 2 points, which I could have been up a lot more. And here, if I did not take bishop back here, and if I did take, actually didn't calculate any of this, here would have been okay. Might have been best place for my bishop, because if they take and take, my knight is under attack though. So we have knight g1, moves the knights back, like I said in the game, lost tempo, lost move. We have castles kingside, bishop c4, and d5 to attack this bishop. Might have followed up with this move. They played queen e2, so I should take. The pawn for a bishop is a good trade. Queen f1, so I should take the pawn. They go h4, h6, rook a4, bishop d7, and queen d3. Now this is where it kind of got a little more complicated. There were a bunch of discoveries. Knight b4 was a move that I chose to play because, like happened in the game, they took, and so I was able to take. And now, what they played was f3. Not entirely sure the purpose of this move. It does prevent the knight from going there, but maybe if they're trying to launch a bit of an attack on this pawn, since it has really nobody guarding it. Good idea, but I was able to take the rook, and I was able to take their queen. Now, I believe the best move in this position, take. The best move was this. One of the best moves. Because I could take it with either of my rooks. Another move that might have been good might have been this. Because it protects this pawn. That actually probably was the best move. Okay, f3. Played by them. I captured their queen. bc5. They do take my bishop, but I'm up 15 points. Which is a lot of points. Queen c2. They play d4. I take the bishop. Another move played here by me could have been this. Takes. Would not have been... Actually, I think that would have been best. Because if I play that, takes, and now I can play this move. I'll be up a lot. The king's a little bit more trapped, so I think that might have been actually the best move. Yeah, because this for example purposes the move. At the king next saber it is example purpose of that. I could have played here. No matter which move, no matter which move they play, it leads to checkmate at some point. Maybe even if it does take a little while. Example purposes. This is an example of the other color not defending. Queen 2 checkmate. But I didn't really want to lose a pawn to like calculate that in the game. I knew I was winning. So they go. So there, I take. Oh no, I didn't capture the pawn in the game. Okay. I was thinking about going here. Now also something going here. I could also stay in the pawn. But like I just explained, this might have been better. So I take a check. King f2, e captures e4, g4, queen captures e3, king g3, bishop c6. Now I'm just outright winning here. Leads to checkmate. Rook h2, queen captures f3, check, knight captures f3. That's where I blundered. I shouldn't have played that. Because then they do take, which is not good for me. I was luckily able to take back, which is good. And since they did not take the bishop, that was probably one of the reasons I won as quickly as I kind of did after that. Because if they did take the bishop here, then it would have been hard for me to run my rook up the board. Sorry, pawn up the board with the rook there. Well, I could have played that move. But still, a little bit more tricky if I'm not careful. So, there's a bit of rook h3, which just kind of give the king a lot less room to move. Capture, rook h2. Solid. Good move. g5. Rook b2. I capture with check. They play there. Now, the fact that it was check was pretty good for me. Because I didn't lose the pawn right away. See, I run that pawn off the board. And then, now I believe here, I actually not need to play the move with the rook. Because takes, and takes. I would be able to queen in the end. So, I do a little bit of the longer way, queen. Now I take with the rook, which is pretty important. Because if the rook, well, it's important, but not terribly important. It's kind of a good idea, I think, to have the rook there, so that way it protects this rank, King F2, B2, run the pawn off the board. Now here I actually think the best move, instead of moving the pawn up by white, might have been here if the bishop wasn't there. C6, queen, king e3, queen b4, king f2, rook d3. Now this is called what I like to call the ladder mate. It's almost kind of like a ladder, the rungs of a ladder. The ranks are like the rungs of a ladder, and the queen and the rook are going up the ladder, checkmate the king. Now the first thing you do in the ladder mate is figure out which rank you want to bring the king to. Like in this example, we want to bring the king to the first rank, because that's the fastest way to checkmate using the ladder mate, or one of the fastest ways. And so king g2, I play queen b2 check, which is still forcing the king to the first rank. King f1 and rook d1 checkmate. Yeah, I won the game. It was a good game. Some good instructive moments in the game, for sure. Thank you guys very, very much for viewing this video. It helps my channel out a lot, even if you just view these videos. Every single view, at this point, counts a lot. So thank you for viewing. Also, if you have the time, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, my content will be easier for you to see. And liking this video helps me out a lot. It's the only way these videos are possible. So thank you guys very much for viewing, and this was Playing the Bots, Part 6. See you in the next one. Bye-bye!